Most of the members of ISKCON in 1966 knew almost nothing about the early Chaitanya devotional movement and its participants, or about the later figures who shaped the Vaishnava tradition of Bengal that in September of 1966 laid the foundations for ISKCON. That is to say, they knew almost nothing about Bhaktivedanta's background or where he got his teachings and practices. As a historian, we have to look at the historical situation. And the fact is that there has been no clear parallel to Prabhupada's achievement. The most obvious parallels would be Jesus' founding of Christianity and Muhammad's founding of Islam. Jesus' ministry, however, was among his own people and his own culture, and he had the help of adults, his own age, his disciples, to carry his movement forward. The same thing can be said of Muhammad, who had from the beginning followers from his own culture and his own family to help him establish his movement. Prabhupada, by contrast, was one elderly man in a totally unfamiliar culture with no one else from that culture to support him, and a group of followers initially at benchmark 0. Moreover, unlike many earlier missionaries from Hindu India, he was determined to establish not just an outpost of Hindu devotion to Krishna, but an outpost of Indian Bengali culture as well. He wanted to carry a whole cultural tradition across a huge cultural separation, and he set out to do it himself. He thus not only taught his followers how to practice devotion to Krishna, the Gaudiya Vaishnava way, he also taught them how to cook, how to dress, how to conduct themselves by doing these things. And of course he taught them Sanskrit, he taught them texts, and he taught them how to teach all of these things to others. He was, in short, a one-man channel for an entire cultural religious tradition, starting when he himself was already 70 years old. How did this work out? Time will, of course, tell, but here we are, 50 years down the road, and looking ahead as well as back. And I might add in closing, ISKCON has on the record done at least as well as Christianity and Islam did in their first 50 years, because both at that point were having serious problems. So may the discussion begin. Hari Bol.